Mystery question of the day. Is timing everything? We get into it right now. This is Exaggeration Experience. Your boy JG. Mike B in the building. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is your boy JG. Mike B in the building. He's here. You know, he drops in time and again. We always appreciate the insight. So you heard at the beginning of the video, my question to you is timing everything? What do you got for me?
I'm going to say yes. In fact, I'm going to say hell yeah.
Okay, wow.
So there's a lot of times where, you know, you hear that phrase, people was in the right place at the right time. And let's take, for instance, where you're standing behind this guy. You decide to go get a bag of chips. The guy gets in line before you. The guy happens to buy a lottery ticket. You was going to buy a lottery ticket also.
Ooh.
He buys a lottery ticket. You buy one. Neither of you use any special numbers. You just let the computer pick it.
Yep.
You find out he hit millions. Could that have been your ticket?
It could have been my ticket, G.
I mean, but you know, you stepped out of line and you decided you want to get some chips. You know, there's times where... Perfect example, you know, they'll be at a job, you know, and they'll be doing changeover at a job, and you might just get hired, and right before you got hired, they did a changeover and they made people managers or supervisors, and you might have just as much skill as them, but because you wasn't there, they got the job.
Timing was off.
Right. You know, so timing, yes, timing is everything. What about when that bullet goes flying through the air?
Yeah, what?
Well, you know.
All right, so Pete, I was at work yesterday. Shout out to Jobs. I still got a regular ass
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, you got to work. You know, you got to eat.
So this guy came to me. He asked a question about a shuttle service, and I said, "Hey, the shuttle does this X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. It comes every 2 minutes." And I turn my back and I start to walk away. And he says, "Hey." I turn and I look back, and he says, "You know, timing is everything." And he had crazy eyes too, like it was looking like crazy shit, like.
Could it have been a message?
That's how I felt about it. That's how I got to this point of this video. So I asked you, I said, is timing really everything? You brought up certain scenarios. Grocery store, purchasing a lotto ticket. You brought up job opportunities. Do you get that promotion? Do you not?
You want a promotion? Break out the lotion.
Is there even an opportunity available to you? Things that come to my mind are like, you can take it to the sports realm. Me and you're a quarterback, I'm a wide receiver.
Okay.
And we work this route 30, 40, 50 times a day for 7 days, and we play on a Sunday. We know at the top of the route, after about 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, I cut left, break right, open my hands, and the ball should be there. But the defensive back in front of me does a great job of breaking down the route, stalling me out at the top, incomplete pass, and messes up the timing. Is timing everything? You move over to other situations. You talk about jobs. You talk about even relationships, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of times where you might meet somebody and you know what? You guys might be great together.
The vibe is strong.
But the timing is wrong. Maybe you just got on a relationship and you're not mentally there yet.
Yep.
You know, or maybe they're about to move and they're about to move cross country. They just got a new job. You know, so yeah, once again, timing is very important. Timing is everything.
So I'm glad that you brought that up, and it's something I've been chewing on for a little bit now. From that perspective, you talk about relationships, romantic or otherwise, friendships, whatever the case may be. There's two schools of thought.
Okay.
Well, if a person is who is supposed to be in your life, then they'll just be in your life. Fuck everything else.
Okay.
You know, you got a relationship or you live across the country or whatever the case may be, but because the vibe is so strong that no matter what happens, that'll happen. You know, they'll be in your life. There's that school of thought.
Okay.
Then there's a school of thought that you presented where, you know what, we met, it was cool, and because of X, Y, and Z, I moved. You just came out of a relationship. You're not ready. This, that, and the other. Whatever. It doesn't work out. So for me, in my mind, I lean more to the side of the latter, choice B. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not realistic to think to yourself, you know what? I have a job. I make $100,000 a year. It supports me and my family. But this thing just came up and I'm going to pursue it right this second, right now, make 30 grand a year and have a lot of uncertainty. But this is the timing. you might want that job or position as a gym owner or a tattoo artist or a music producer, whatever the case may be. But you have to be measured in your steps. You know what I'm saying? I think that too many times we're looking for a reason to be reckless or irresponsible with our decision making. But sometimes you have to acknowledge the situation. Like, I may want to do this or go this direction, but for right now, it's not the best timing. That doesn't make it easy, but that's the more suitable position to take. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's just like you said. It's about being smart, taking steps. You don't want to hurt yourself, and taking that step might hurt yourself if you don't plan correctly. So, you know, once again, yes, it's about timing. There's times, with perfect example, I'll say, like,
shout out to the hoodie edition. Shout out. We got hoodies on.
The hoodie edition right now.
It's hoodie. We hoodied up.
Yeah, no doubt. Mellow. Shout out Mellow.
Shout out to Mellow. Shout out to Portland.
No doubt.
Shout out to Jumpers. Let's go.
You know, so I remember one time when I was working for the government, you know.
Shout out to the GOV.
I had a secondary job working for Nike, and
shout out to Nike.
I had the opportunity to go work for Nike and leave the government, but you know what? It was going to be making less money, and to me, the timing wasn't correct. The timing wasn't right. Now I could have went, I could have jumped on it, but I would have struggled when it came to bills and things of that nature, and I didn't want to put myself in that predicament. But I waited and I waited and I waited, and then finally got an opportunity to go to Nike, doing a different job, making a different kind of money. So I mean, it was all about timing. You know, so I could have went and been a Nike employee way before I was, but, you know, ain't no telling where I would be at now. You know, sometime a little sacrifice works in the back end.
Absolutely.
You know, but you know what? Guess what? If I could tell you the future, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Shout out to him not sitting here right now.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
You not gonna do videos?
Well, you know, I ain't saying I do videos, but, you know, the videos, it'd be a gold wall back here with diamonds just falling down.
We'd be just like,
you know, yeah, you know, I'll just be all up in here hitting the diamonds all up in my eye and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a little different. You know, I'd be a little different, you know, just be encrusted in diamonds and stuff.
So, just based on some of the information you provided, being thoughtful, being patient,
definitely,
really reading the situation or the circumstances surrounded, and saying, you know what, I do want this thing. I definitely want it, but the time might not be right now. And then, you know, playing your card, playing your position, and doing what's best. Now, we're talking about professional circumstances and situations.
Definitely.
Some of those things might work in the relationship world.
Oh yeah, take a chance.
Or
why not? Worst thing can happen is she tells you no.
I mean, I don't know if shout out to getting a no. If you get a no, shout out to you, because at least you have an answer to your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, information is information.
Yes.
But just in the realm of, I don't need to be upset or disappointed about something happening or me discovering certain information that allows me to make an informed decision in one direction or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
And that does cover all those bases. You're talking about relationship. You talk about professions. You talk about a new hobby. Like, for example, you know, I just went back into combat sports gym, right?
Okay.
It's been almost 4 years. I've been doing a lot of things to prepare myself, and if I did this last year, I don't think the timing would have been right.
Okay.
But doing it this year, making the decision this year, I think I hit the nail on the head. Right. You know? So, wrap it up for us. What's the significance? What's the importance of timing? And before you even answer the question, if you realize in a situation that the timing isn't right, what are the actions that you take? Because your desires are your desires.
Okay.
Right? But if today is not the day, do you let go with both hands and say, fuck it, well, I got to do what I got to do? Or do you say, let me prepare myself to be ready for when the timing is actually correct?
I think that question comes depending on what it is and what you want. If it's something that you really want and the timing is not right, you're going to prepare yourself to make sure that when the timing is right, you're ready for that situation. So it depends on what it is, you know. I mean, relationships I can't compare a relationship to a job.
Yeah, fair.
You know,
fair.
yeah, you know, it's two different things. You know, relationships are, you know, they're iffy because there's two to tangle with. You know, you may be ready, she may not be ready.
Fair.
You know, I mean, when it comes to jobs, though, if it's a job that you want and you can't get it now, you know that job's coming back around. You could prepare yourself if that means
Absolutely.
going to school, if that means doing a little bit more studying, if that means
resume, whatever.
Right, learning more about that job, then so be it, you know. But it's about how hungry you are. Do you really want it? If you really want it, there's nothing that's going to stand in your way for you to go and get it.
Listen, y'all.
Real
This
talk.
is exaggeration experience. We bring in that real. We bullshit from time to time, but like my man just said, if there's something that you hungry, you passionate about, nothing's gonna get in the way.
Eat.
And it might not be on your timetable.
Right.
It might not be.
No.
But you press forward.
Right.
You commit.
Right.
You do the things you're supposed to. You do your part. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, we could talk about all this shit till the cows come home.
No doubt.
But the question happen. The next question that ends up happening is, well, did you do your part? Mm-hmm. Because it's an effort thing, right?
Yeah. You're not going to get rewarded for sitting down waiting for somebody to come and hand you something. You
So
definitely
you commit.
gotta,
You put
definitely
yourself
gotta-
out there. You
definitely
ask
got
a
to.
question.
Yes.
You take a risk.
Yes.
There is no reward without
Yes.
risk.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody said that, but I said it just now.
No. I mean, that's real. You know, that's
There
real.
is no reward without risk.
I mean, you know, like life is 90%. 90% of what happened to you.
And 90. You use 90 in 2 videos.
Yeah, I like that 90.
90,
you know, I
10.
like that
That's
90, that
crazy.
90-10. You know, I mean, if anything happens to you, how are you going to react to it? Mm-hmm. What are you going to do? You know, if you get pushed down, are you going to stay down or are you going to stand back up?
And not everything's going to be on your watch, on your timetable. Well, I think for my life, it's going to be 1, 3, 5 years, blah, 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 and this is going to happen.
Nah.
And
Sounds
then,
good.
And then you get a drop in the pond that creates a ripple effect that wasn't anything that you planned for. So what do you do with that? Is it right for you? Is it wrong for you? And if it's right for you, how do you ensure that that's something that, you know, becomes a priority for you to maintain?
I have a phrase I like to use.
Let's go.
The phrase I like to use is called God's time. Let me break it down for you.
I love breakdowns.
God's time.
Breakdown.
What is it? Yeah, I like that.
That's Bone Thugs.
No doubt.
They changed their
What-
names recently. They changed their name. I don't know.
I think it's Boneless Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
You know, something to
How
do with
did you
chicken
know
wings or
that?
something. Yeah, you know, Boneless Thugs.
Oh, because they're doing a
So,
partnership with Buffalo
right,
Wild Wings.
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you knew that. Shout out to you.
So I like to use this God's time. And what God's time is what I like to explain is that, you know, you think things is on your time. You think you're doing it is on your time. You think when you look at your watch, you got time to do things. But really, it's when God is ready for you to do it. If God wants to take you tomorrow, it's a wrap. You know,
so-
shout out R.O.P. Kobe.
Listen, that took a dark turn. This is your boy, JG.
I'm just saying.
Shout out to my man, Mike.
Remember
D.
that.
We're not going to do all this extra.
God's
nonsense.
time.
Listen, we asked the question today, is time and everything? I think him and I both decided
Yes.
that timing's a big deal.
Yes.
Sometimes timing's on your side. And man, sometimes it isn't.
Time is on your side. Yes, it is.
We out of here. This is your boy, JG. Mike B in the building. Exaggeration Experience.
building.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Rap.
We out.